Good morning, students of class 9. Welcome to our geography period. Today we will study the types of rainfall. There are two types of rainfall, namely convectional rainfall and orographic rainfall. They are written in the same order, convectional rainfall first and orographic rainfall in the second place. However, I chose to teach you orographic type of rainfall first because India receives rainfall from the type of rainfall that India receives is orographic. So let us study for the orographic type of rainfall first. So let us start reading, and we are on page number 45. Winds coming from lakes or seas are moisture laden, means they are heavy with moisture. They are obstructed by the high mountain ranges coming in their way. They start going upwards along the slope of the mountains. The temperature of these winds drop and condensation occurs and rainfall takes place. Thus, because of the obstruction of the mountains, this type of rainfall occurs. The windward side of the mountains or mountain gets more rain. Amount of vapor in the air reduces after crossing the mountain and the moisture holding capacity of the air increases. The leeward side of the mountain gets less rainfall, and hence this area is identified as rain shadow area. See figure 5.5a and b. The effect of monsoon rainfall is important when we think of the Indian subcontinent. We have studied this in the previous standard. The rainfall occurring in India because of these winds is orographic type rainfall. So as I said earlier, India receives orographic type of rainfall. So that's why we will study this type of rainfall first. Now let us take a look at this image. Okay. So children, let's assume this is the Arabian Sea. As they said that winds collect maximum water vapor when they blow over any water body, isn't it? So let's assume that this is the Arabian Sea. And what is this? This is a mountain. So what is the name of this mountain? Since we are living in Maharashtra, so let's call them as Sahyadri Mountains. Sahyadri Mountains. Okay. Now these winds, these arrows suggest that the winds are blowing towards the east, isn't it? So this is the cloud. The size of the cloud is big, isn't it? Let's not talk about or think of this cloud or this cloud as of now. We will just look at this cloud and look at the size. Is it not big? It is big. Why is it shown big and why is it appearing blackish in color? Blackish, why? Because the particles, the water droplets in the air stick to the dust particles, or the dust particles stick to the water droplets which are present in the air, isn't it? And that gives blackish color to the clouds. So this is why clouds appear to look blackish or grayish in color. So here we see that the clouds look a little darker in color. The shade of this cloud is a little dark. Fine. And also they are obstructed. The cloud has become very, very heavy. The wind is trying to push it up towards the sky. But as it is going up, finally what happens? It captures or it collects more and more water vapor from the air. Okay, simultaneously as it is blowing upwards, it is also collecting maximum amount of water vapor. Now at some point of place up in the air or up in the sky, what happens when these clouds go? They condense because the atmospheric temperature is very, very low over there. So the condensation process starts happening, and also because the weight of the cloud is so much that it cannot bear any more weight, then it starts bursting, and this is how rainfall occurs. Fine. I hope you have understood this much. Now this is called as the orographic type of rainfall. The cloud could not go beyond the mountain because of its weight. It could neither go any higher because of its weight, and neither it could travel and go beyond this mountain to the other side of it. Why? Because of the obstruction. Right? Now it has given maximum amount of rain, and this rainfall, which is caused because of the obstruction of any hill or any mountain, is called as orographic type of rainfall. Fine. Now the cloud is sailing further, it will have less moisture in it, and therefore the color will look a little fade, isn't it? It will look a little faint of the cloud, and also the amount of rainfall will be a little less than what it was over here. Fine. And now the cloud has sailed and gone the other side. Now how could this cloud go and sail and go to the other side of the mountain? Because now it has become light in weight. Does it have enough moisture in it? No. Isn't it? The amount of water vapor reduces because it has given rainfall here. The water vapor poured down in the form of rainfall over here. So now the clouds have become light in weight. So therefore it becomes easy for lighter objects to travel, overcome the obstacles. So now the cloud has come here. Again you can see the color of the cloud is dark because of the dust particles. Fine. And look at the rainfall. Is it not less? Very less than what it was here, isn't it? So very scanty rainfall happens or very less rainfall happens on the other side of the mountain, because very less water vapor is present in the clouds now. Therefore, so this region which receives less rainfall will be called as the leeward side of the mountain. Leeward side of the mountain is also called as the rain shadow region. I hope you have understood windward region and leeward region or the rain shadow region. Fine. Now let's move towards the next diagram, figure 5.5b. In this diagram we see, as I gave you an example, this is the Arabian Sea. Evaporation takes place because of in the presence of sunlight. We can see bright sun shining up in the sky. So evaporation has started happening. So what is these? What are these? These are water droplets, isn't it? These are the cloud, or this is the wind. These are the winds. Okay. This is the wind that is traveling in this direction. Now what happens? These winds start collecting water vapor from the air. Now because they also get mixed with the dust particles, the color of the clouds change. They look grayish or blackish in color, isn't it? Now they move, they flow or they float, and the wind is trying to push them high up, and it is the color is even becoming more and more darker as they travel. Fine. At this point of place, the weight of the cloud becomes too heavy. Okay. And then it cannot actually travel or go beyond the other side of the Sahyadri Hills. These are the Sahyadri Hills, where in Maharashtra, in the western part of our peninsula in Maharashtra. So now these clouds will drop down rain because of the weight and also because of the obstruction caused by the Sahyadri Hills. So maximum rain will be poured here, isn't it? And because it is exactly overhead, so here it is showing as a little part of Sahyadri Hills will receive a good amount of rainfall on the other side also. But now after it continues to sail, will the cloud have enough water vapor in it? No. And therefore look at the color of the cloud. Is it not faint? Yes, it is. And will it drop down enough rainfall? No. Very less rainfall you can see. Then it is proceeding further. The color of the cloud has become even lighter here, and very less or little rainfall happens here. Here the cloud doesn't look like a cloud. It is very snow white in color. So here there are no dust particles. No dust particles, that indicate what? That there is no water vapor in the air. Okay. And therefore there will be hardly any rainfall happening here. But the cloud is very light in color, light in weight. Fine, it will continue to sail further. So now when this cloud will come over here, that time it will start collecting water vapor as it is floating or sailing further, isn't it? So water vapor will be collected, and therefore the color of the cloud will start changing again. And again the same thing, it will start collecting more and more water vapor, and condensation will happen, and it will drop down rain. and here at this point of place the cloud will become very dark in color and it will give down or pour down maximum amount of rainfall because of the condensation. Although there is no obstacle here, but rainfall will happen. But is it happening huge? Is it happening cats and dogs as it happens here? No. Therefore, we can say that orographic rainfall, or the rainfall that happens, the abundant rainfall that a region receives because of the obstructions caused because of the hills or mountains, is called as orographic rainfall. So I hope you've understood what orographic is. If not, please reach out to me through Google Classroom or WhatsApp. See you in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.